The first blush reaction in Denver is still the same blush reaction in Denver. We've got Russell Wilson. Holy crap. We've got Russell Wilson coming to Denver. The AFC West, now a very deep end of the pool, maybe deepest end of the National Football League pool now. NFC West, once upon a time. Now, Russell leaves there. Now he shows up in the AFC West. Pretty damn deep end of the pool when you've got 4 quarterbacks of that note. And the Broncos were definitely the weakest link, to use that old television phrase. The weakest link in the AFC West, with Mahomes and Herbert and Derek Carr for Las Vegas. And then Denver had, we'll figure out who we're going to get to fill in the blank for John Elway at some point. And Peyton Manning for a couple of years. And then they're still spinning their wheels. Aaron Rodgers staying put. Here comes Russell Wilson. They're so excited they should be. And then you hear across the country on your Twitter feed or your YouTube comments or whatever, and then some others who are, in the NFL media or evaluation, that Russ is getting longer in the tooth. And this is what's fascinating about this trade, because the Broncos and Russ together need to hit the jackpot. Certainly when you put all that draft capital into it, like the Broncos did. 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a 5th, 3 players, including Drew Lock, Noah Fant, tight end. A lot of draft capital. And part of the journey we're going to see from Russell Wilson and Denver is something to put in your mind's eye about this iteration of the NFL. And by that, I mean the mobile quarterbacks, the ones who can run it and throw it. Because the ones who can run it and throw it throughout the history of the NFL, you got Fran Tarkenton, didn't win a championship. You want to go way back, right? Michael Vick never won a championship, never got to a Super Bowl. Donovan McNabb got to 1 Super Bowl. Randall Cunningham never got to a Super Bowl. You want to throw Bobby Douglas in there. The number of runners and throwers. And Russ is more of a thrower than a runner in your mind. They're not going to run it with him all the time. And that's why you hear like he doesn't have the same wheels. And somebody of Russell's abilities, just ask anybody about his deep ball throwing ability. He's got it. He's terrific at it. Remember, he once ended a playoff game with it. Ask Green Bay. He can throw the deep ball. He can run it. And the question is, how much mileage is on that odometer? How many hits has this guy taken? Even though, as you know, he's one of the wisest with his body. He's the king of sliding. He's the king of somehow getting out of bounds while reaching the ball for the first down marker. But how will Russell Wilson's career endgame in his mid-30s and into his late 30s play out? That's going to play out for the Denver Broncos. One would think he will sign there after a couple of years, unless the wheels that are supposedly worn out with some more less treaded tires completely fall off. I don't see that one coming. I see the Broncos putting all this capital in him and it working out well enough that he's going to stay there. It's fascinating to me how this is going to play out, because this might be something to look forward to seeing about Lamar Jackson's career and Kyler Murray's career, even though those guys run more than Russ did. I'm just talking about mobile quarterbacks, not traditional pocket passing quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers being an outlier. He could still move. He could still motor. I can't wait to see that playing out. And so I can't sit here and say Denver won the trade. And I can't sit here and say Seattle won the trade like so many have already said. We even had a skeptic in Bomani Jones yesterday saying he finds it difficult to see how he continues to play at an elite level for a long time to come, saying that about Russell Wilson. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.